Recording is live. Andrea, do you want to kick us off? You can say no. It's okay.
Sure, Andy. I'll kick us off. Hi, ladies. Happy Tuesday. I just want to come on and say hey and just want to motivate you. We were just getting off our diamond call and was saying like how January was such a crappy month for a lot of us, just with people wanting to sign up. And I said, yeah, it's been crappy for me since August. Like, let's be real. And I just want you to know that you're not alone in this. Like, guys, I'm on the struggle bus here. I am inviting. I probably get more no's than I can count. And I was last night, Kelly from Team Hard Hitters had a call, and I happened to be on Facebook, and it popped up. So I clicked on, and it was all about your mindset. And it really totally was God thing that made me click on it, and I needed to hear it. And so I just want to share. One of the things that she said was change your mindset. Like the moment you wake up and you have a negative thought, change it to a positive. Speak a positive over yourself, because it will affect how you run your business. Because if you start to believe those negative things about yourself, you will portray that on social media. And that really convicted me because it's been crappy for me. But instead of saying it's been crappy, I'm going to say it's been a growing experience the last few months, that I am being pushed out of my comfort. I'm pushing boundaries that are so uncomfortable, and it's because I'm ready to expand. And so instead of being so negative about it, I'm going to preach positivity over myself. So if you're in that same situation, like really just change your mindset and just tell yourself the moment you hear something negative that you say about yourself, or someone says to you, say a positive over yourself. So like this morning when I woke up, I immediately could feel the negative that I was going to say to myself, and I said something positive instead. Because for me, it's like I immediately was like, okay, I gotta get up and go do all the things. And I thought, today I'm gonna go do all the things, and I just want to encourage someone. I'm going to encourage the heck out of the world, and I'm going to be super excited about it, and just continue to just say that over myself. So it starts with our minds, guys. And I don't know, it just was really convicting, and it really just reminded me that I need to not feed into the negativity. I need to not compare myself to others and just do what's best for me and be positive about it. Yeah, that's all I got for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Andrea. That was
your turn, Andy.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, tonight's call, we are going to go over a marketing strategy for the next few weeks. So if you feel like you go to post and you're kind of feeling like, I don't even know what to post, or you go to invite and you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be inviting to right now. Let's clear the air. Let's get a solid game plan. They say that success leaves clues. This is a clue that Melanie Mitro, 4-time top coach, has taught on for years. And her business has been built on this method. So we're going to dive into it tonight and talk about tangible ways to crush it in February and going into November. So starting with our February challenge group, we're actually kicking off Monday. You all are well aware of that. Maybe some of you are running your own group. That's cool too. I'm going to give a little synopsis of what's coming down the pike that we have decided to coach as a team. And you are always more than welcome to do your own thing and run with it, team up with other coaches in your own, running your own groups or what have you. But for the sake of this call and kind of giving you a marketing plan, of course, I'm going to use the dates that we have set for the groups that we're running as teams. So our February group starts Monday, and technically this past Monday was supposed to be prep week, but with our free group that is wrapping up this week, we decided to do prep starting Thursday. So what I would do, if you're also starting a group Monday, or you're going to be coaching this February group with us starting Monday, is let's talk calls to action, because you don't want to inundate your feed with nothing but my challenge is starting, but you want to be strategic with when is your last call going to be? Have you talked about it yet? What does that look like? So for this week, with a challenge group starting on Monday, you should be talking about this challenge group in your stories every single day. So I'm going to give you 3 ways you can do that. 1, get in our message thread. If you're not already, raise your hand. In our message thread on Facebook through our team, it's just labeled IG. We're sharing stories in there. So you can grab a storyboard and real quick side note, some of the stories have specific photos on them that are not your photo. Real easy. I think Kim might be the only human on the planet who has this really awesome feature in her Instagram stories where she can literally put up the picture as if she's going to post that story and just put her image right over whoever's face is there. I don't have that luxury. So that's one thing I want to teach on tonight, the way that I do it. So let's say you see some of our stories and you want to use them, or you're in that group and you want to use those stories, but you need to change a photo. Let's start there, because these are the little things that I don't want tripping you guys up from inviting through stories, from having a marketing plan, from getting the word out. So what I do is I take those stories and I use the app Moldiv. It's one of the ones that's listed in our Living Your Best Life. I'm going to type it here. Drive. So I go in there and I click the freestyle image. It's one of the options. And I take the photo from the stories with, let's say, Andrea's face on it. And I take a photo of me and I literally place it over it, crop, bada bing, bada boom, save. And I do that on however many storyboards I need to change to my photo. Then I go and upload them to my stories. Does that make sense to everybody? So if you don't have that feature on your Instagram stories, it's all good. Joey, I will add you to that message thread. Okay. So what you'll see in there is right now, I think there's 2. You'll be able to scroll up. You'll see 2 so far because this is new. So don't feel like you've been missing out, Joey. This is new, where we've been trying to talk about ways to share stories, because I don't know about you, but I like the clean, pretty storyboards that are put together, and I don't have all the time in the world to make them constantly. So we were trying to brainstorm a way where we can kind of share the creativity there. So I'll add you to that. Okay, so with a group starting Monday, you're going to be sharing those stories on days where you're like, maybe it's a bit much to share that same storyboard again. Talk about it right after your workout. Is a great time to pop in and be like, hey, I just finished my workout. I really loved it. Whatever you want to say, be excited, smile a lot, and then talk about the fact I have a group starting Monday and I'm so excited to get a bunch of girls ready for it. You know what I do all the time? I always think of something that I want to say and I act like somebody asked me that question when I'm talking live in my stories, or even when I'm talking live on lives. And I said, oh my gosh, I got this question so many times last night, so I just want to answer it for you all. And it's just a way for me to segue into whatever I just want to say. So do that. Sorry. So what I would do is at least every other day, you're either doing a storyboard so it looks professional and pretty and, eye-catching, or you're talking about it in some way, but every day leading up till this weekend. If you haven't already posted about this group, I would absolutely do it first thing in the morning, because we're running out of time. It's a little late to do the post now unless you have something ready to go. You can always borrow wording from any of us. Don't be afraid to do that, and just, of course, make it your own story or your own vibe or whatever. But depending on your time zone, it might be a little late to do that tonight. So if you haven't already talked about our February group, that should be your first post tomorrow morning, in my opinion. And then I would do a last call on Thursday, because the reality is they're not going to get their stuff any later than that. But having that last call, I think, is crucial. Those last call posts for me, it's not like a bunch of people go, yay, sign me up, but it's another nugget that you're throwing out at all the people who you've been inviting, all the people who are thinking about it. So also doing a last call on Thursday in your stories, I think, is a really good idea. And then throughout the weekend, you can be talking about it and mentioning it, how excited you are. And it kind of creates that FOMO and hype that for people who are maybe on the fence and they're going to have to wait. That's kind of the vibe that you're getting at. And you might be thinking, well, geez, we're at the beginning of the month and I'm trying to hit Success Club. Like, what does that look like when we're launching a group Monday? So 2 things. For one, I'm inviting to challenge groups every single day, no matter when this challenge group's starting. And this is what that looks like. This group kicks off Monday. My invites are still going to be the same flavor without any specifics, because our next group, if you're on board with the calendar that we're doing as a team, doesn't kick off till March 9th. So that's a ways out. They don't know that. And most of the time, as we know, when we're inviting, it's not like you get an automatic yes, sign me up today. I mean, those are unicorns that we love. It happens sometimes, but typically it's a conversation. It requires a follow-up, a few follow-ups. So don't overthink like, oh shoot, we're launching a group Monday and now I can't invite to challenge groups. No, you're inviting to challenge groups every single day. And when you're in between groups or when you're so far away from the next group starting a month out or whatever, then you just make it a generic invite. Hey, I have this upcoming virtual boot camp, or whatever your wording is in that case. And then what I like to do is tweak it a little bit as we get closer. So my invites 2 weeks out are more like, hey, I have a group starting in a couple weeks. I'd love for you to get in. Or, hey, we're kicking off Monday and I'd love for you to join us. So tweak your wording there as it makes sense, but don't stop inviting to challenge groups on Monday just because that's the day the group's kicking off. You're not going to be adding anybody new to February group on Monday. However, it's the beginning of the month and you still need to hit Success Club. Is this helpful? Is this making sense? Okay. So the next thing that we have on the calendar is sneak peeks. We're really excited to get back to sneak peeks as a team. Once upon a time, they were really fruitful in, bringing hype to the team and the community vibe and helping you guys recruit. So we want to get back to them and commit to them monthly. So we are putting a sneak peek. It's going to be a 3-day sneak peek through Facebook, and it will be a brand new group that we will open. So it's not going to be linked to our previous info group. It'll be all new. So don't feel like your people are going to get lost in there or anything like that. And it's going to be February 18th, 19th, and 20th. So start getting the word out about that, especially that's a great thing to start talking about in your stories starting Monday. Hi, Costin. He's so cute. Start talking about that sneak peek. Again, you can use storyboards, and we'll be coming out with storyboards in that message thread for you to use about the team and the opportunity and all of that. Kim posted something that's so rad in the team page the other day. One was for virtual boot camps and one was for coaching. So when you have somebody, say you invite them to the sneak peek or you invite them to coaching, and maybe you feel like you're getting tripped up with what to say at that point, you can absolutely do what I would do is a couple sentences of like, oh, I'd love to share more with you. Take a look at this or whatever. And it's a really rad PDF that just walks them through what it's like to be a coach. Yes, Becky, I will add you to that. Absolutely. So for this sneak peek, how are we going to market it? I want to caution you. This is just me. You all are the CEOs of your own business. But when I'm inviting to a sneak peek, I specifically don't stop inviting to challenge groups because I'm looking for a specific person to join the team. I'm not trying to just invite anybody and everybody to coaching. So it's a little bit different of a take on it, in my opinion. So my daily invites in my power hour, they're still going to be mostly to challenge groups, but I'm also looking for those people that I want to invite to the sneak peek specifically. I'm absolutely going through all of my challengers, current and old. I'm going back to old coaching posts and seeing who liked those posts, seeing if anybody there I want to invite to the sneak peek. But starting Monday, you want to start talking about it in your stories. And again, I would trade off where at least every other day you have a storyboard, and then the days where you don't have a storyboard, talk about it, or even both. You don't want your stories or your feed to be all coaching, all challenge groups all the time. So make sure if you're getting more consistent with inviting in your stories and on your feed that you're also sharing other parts of your life consistently. We don't want this to become where that's all you're talking about, right? That's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm just Carter. I just think that the consistency in talking about it in your stories is what will help create that hype. So what I would do for the sneak peek is on the 9th, I would do a coaching call to action on your feed. So a pretty picture, a team photo, something that's going to be eye-catching. And then again, if you need help with the wording, I think it's always best to tell your own story with coaching, but you also want to be talking to the person that you're trying to attract. So I think there's some great examples in Living Your Best Life Google Drive. from the Ashley Shaw stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, raise your hand and I will let you know about that too. But there's really great ways to word calls to action specifically for coaching and for challenge groups in there. So if you're like, gosh, I know I need to talk about coaching tonight, but I don't even know where to start, it's a great place to grab some framework there. I would also, leading up to the sneak peek that will kick off on the 18th, on February 11th, which is a Tuesday, I would do a transformation pick with a call to action that's specific to coaching. Or if maybe you even don't even include the actual call to action at the end of it, but your transformation, I want you to talk about coaching, not just the fact that these programs are great and the shakes are great and whatever you normally say in your transformations, but how can you spin that to be more about coaching? The added accountability that you get as a coach, the team atmosphere that you get as a coach. I was going to say the discount. I don't ever actually put that in a post, but so I want you to be thinking about that for February 11th for your Transformation Tuesday post. Have it be about coaching because the sneak peek is coming. And then again on the 13th, I would do another one. It's Thursday. It's the day before Valentine's Day. Here's something that you girls should really think about when it comes to marketing and posts and stuff is holidays, people stop paying attention. And that doesn't mean stop posting. It just means, don't put your best stuff out on February 14th, which is also a Friday, because it's going to fall on deaf ears. Same with Saturday and Sunday of that weekend specifically, because it's a holiday weekend. Don't save your best stuff for that weekend. You still want to be posting. It's a great time to talk about family. It's a great time to talk about whatever else is going on in your life. But this is where the strategy, I think, is really crucial, especially when we have a sneak peek coming up, especially when we have groups coming up, is really be intentional about when are these call to actions coming and when are you talking about the rest of your life. So I just gave you very specific dates on quite a few calls to action, and maybe that's more than you normally do. And if it is, I just want to reiterate, be sure that you're posting other things on those days and the days surrounding so that people don't go to your feed and be like, wow, it's just, she's just asking me for things over and over again. I think that's really important. And then my plan is on the 17th, which is the day before, is just to hype it up. I'm going to do, and my stories will be talking about this all through, but hyping up this sneak peek on the 17th where the post won't be so much of a call to action, but more of just like the excitement that I have for however many people are actually in the sneak peek and whatever it is. I think that would be helpful for people following you to see that. So does anybody have any questions about that so far? So one thing that I mentioned Melanie Mitchell at the beginning of this call, and for years and years and years and years, she's had this marketing plan of filling her challenge groups and having them kick off at the beginning of the month and then focusing on recruiting at the end of the month. And like I said, success leaves clues. And we've gotten away from that. I think we all kind of recruit on our own way. I know for me, I recruit a lot from my challenge groups. So a lot of times I'm not even putting them in sneak peeks, but I do think that it's time to get back to that. And I think that marketing plan is really helpful. It doesn't mean that those dates are going to be hard and fast every single month. You all know we're always looking at trends and what seems to be working and what's not working. But we have committed to doing these sneak peeks for the next 3 months at least to see if they're helpful for everybody, to see if it's, I think when it's not just individuals trying to do these groups, it does create more of that FOMO. So that's kind of our hope with it. So speak up if you want to be a part of it. It's not just going to be just us. We want this to be a team thing. And we also want it to, run smoothly and look professional and things like that. So we want your help with it. We don't want you guys to be nervous about it. And especially if you're inviting to it, you need to be a face in there so that the people you invited see you as a leader, even if you're a new coach. That's okay. I think one of the coolest things I've seen in this business is when newer coaches go live for the first time in a group like that, and they're empowered themselves and their confidence comes out and it propels them forward. And it also makes people want to join them because they see that, like, oh, she can do that. Okay, I can do that. That's not that, scary, right? And maybe some of you have been there. I won't name any names, but okay. Andrea just said she's making some transformation stories for tonight. Thank you, Andrea. Okay.
Andrea, if they're the ones from LA and I already have and sent.
What's that?
Yeah.
You did her ones from this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I just took all of your pictures, all of your I did every single person that was on
then share
earlier.
those. I did not do
Oh,
that.
cool. That'd be cool.
If you were on earlier.
I haven't used them yet, so it's even better.
Okay. I'm working on it right now.
Great.
I can't find my phone. Can you, Kim or Andreas, if you're in there, can you add Joey and Becky to that thread? Pretty please. I lost my phone somewhere.
Yes. I'm trying to put humans to bed.
How do y'all feel this month is going so far? It is Team Cup month. There was a lot of hype going into the month. How do you guys feel? In the past, for me, I feel like February ends up being better than January because I think January has so many expectations, and it also has a lot of people from the fitness standpoint saying they're going to do all these things and then they're already not. So they need to hear your inspiration, and they need to hear how this is like, you know, a game changer and a lifelong thing, and not just a let's get ready for summer or let's get ready for the next vacation or whatever. Like, this is about life. So be really strategic in your wording in that. And again, if you ever need help with that, that's what we are here for. But what you say, not just in your calls to action, but what you say in your stories, what you say in your posts after your workout or whatever, those words are very powerful, and they're going to speak to the right people when they need that most. You know what I mean? So be vulnerable in that when you are posting.
Also, we are going to have a competition within, not a competition, but like a friendly, I guess competition is the right word, for Team Cup. So we're going to do, we're just going to do like the top leader of the week, and we're just going to have different standings. Basically, we'll have like a first, second, third place, or a gold, bronze, silver. And then we will celebrate each week, and we'll have a winner at the end. So a little team competition. And by team, I mean us.
We want to share with the like what it's going to entail.
Well, it's just the same things you get team points from, or Team Cup points from. So as soon as whatever you get Team Cup's point, we'll just, we all get those at the end of the week. And so depending on who is the winner, we'll just post those. Basically. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes. Great.
You guys have any questions? You're all very quiet tonight.
I'm very quiet.
Can I ask something real quick? Danny, what's Bugman's first name?
Jenna.
Cassie, you're the only 3 I cannot find transformations on. Do you have a transformation picture? Because I want to include you. If you do, could you Facebook me it? Yeah. Or here's my phone number. Just text me.
Here's my phone number.
Yeah, right. At this rate, we're all friends. Just text me it, and then I'll add it right now. And then I have everybody.
Very cool. Okay. The other thing that I think is really great in your stories constantly is that list. And even if you're like, I don't have anybody to add to the list, well, we're sharing it in this text thread every day. So pick it up and share it. You know, people want to be on that list. They want to see that, okay, well, the other day she posted and there were only 4 names and now there's like 20. It makes them want to be on the list. I love how, Cece, you've been doing the cross off anytime you've sent out a promo code. Such a cute idea. Another great way to create FOMO for people. Which, by the way, we learned that if they basically have to choose pumpkin spice or the $10 promo code, just so y'all know. We did not realize that. But I mean, a box of pumpkin spice, I would take that. Oh, the $10. It's like a $75.
Andy, will you go over the dates one more time?
Yes.
Thank you.
Of all the posts also. Okay. So this February group kicks off February 10th, and it will run for 4 weeks through March 8th. So if you haven't done any calls to action for it yet, I would do it first thing in the morning, or tonight, depending on your time zone. I think time zones matter, you guys, because in the world of algorithms, if it's already 10:30 where you are, people are going to sleep. So it's not going to get enough action to go anywhere. And then I would do a last call on Thursday for this group that starts Monday. And then for the sneak peek, I would start talking about coaching, all things coaching, starting the 9th. Again, we are inviting 2 challenge groups as well. But I would do a coach post on the 9th, which is Sunday. I think Sunday's always a good day to talk about coaching. You can talk about, a lot of people like to talk about not wanting to go to 9 to 5 anymore and what you're working towards to get out of that 9 to 5. Because everybody has the Monday blues on Monday or Sunday night blues. Right. Sorry, just reading the notes. Okay, so then on Tuesday the 11th, a transformation post, but specific to coaching, how coaching has helped you with that transformation. On the 13th, I would do another call to action for the sneak peek specifically. And then on the 17th, which is the Monday night before, I would do like a hype post about how you're really excited to be hosting the sneak peek and sharing all the things about your business and our team and blah, 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 blah. And if it would be helpful for you guys for us to share directly into the team page some of these examples on those days, we can absolutely do that. I've been trying these sort of posts. I like to write ahead of time. Not necessarily like the week ahead, but if I have already mapped this out, so the morning of or the night before that specific post is not just like just my kids and me talking about our day or whatever. I'm going to have it more planned out so I can share it in the team page if you'd like. And a lot of the stuff I am using from Ashley Shaw. I think that it's good content and I tweak it and I make it my own. So raise your hand if you'd like me to share some examples into the team page. Okay, I will do that. And then that's all. Those are all the dates, Andrea. And then our next challenge group will be March 9th. So we're doing 4-week groups for this quarter. We committed to 4-week groups that are just revolving. So as soon as one ends, a new one will begin in the app. And we will always have, just because this question gets asked a lot, we will always have a calendar for them to follow. And as you're talking to your individual potential customers, talking to them about what program would be best for them is great. They can be doing any program, but if they're in between programs or not sure, whatever, we will always have a calendar in those groups for them to follow. What other questions do you all have? Comments? Anything?
As soon as I get this done, I'll send it.
So they can do any program that they want to do.
Yeah, and that's what I do with my customers is when I first invite somebody and they say they want more information, I say, great, I'd love to share more. And then I ask them, like, what type of workouts do you like to do? Do you have any specific goals you're working towards? So if they actually answer that question and I can make a recommendation, that's typically what I go with, because the next thing that I like to do is send them a sample workout. I feel like ever since Morning Meltdown came out, that's been really helpful for me. So if they say they like yoga, they're going to get, or Pilates, they're going to get the bar blend. If they say they like to lift and do cardio, I typically send Morning Meltdown because I just love that program. So outside of that, if during the invite process and getting them signed up, we haven't talked about a specific program, then I'm just going to recommend that they do the calendar in there. But for me specifically, that's rare. I feel like my customers who are doing that calendar are older customers who are in between programs or just looking for something different. I'm sorry, Cece. I don't know why. Can everybody else hear me? Okay. That's weird. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Is it just when I'm talking or everybody?
I hear you good.
You hear me fine?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
It's just my audio
Oh.
on my computer. I actually have you talking on my Apple TV right now, and it's just going in and out. So if I look confused when you're talking, that's why.
Great call.
So quiet tonight.
Great
So
call.
quiet. We should have had Energize and done a dance party before the call.
We can still do it. You guys want to do it? I actually
I'll never go to sleep.
I started taking B vitamins today. I don't know why I don't ever take B vitamins. Does anyone else take B vitamins? I take the ones from Young Living, the essential oil ones. Pretty sure it's like a game changer.
Oh, wow. Can you tell Beachbody to start selling them?
I'm like floating over here. I'm over here in the float land. My husband's all like, and I'm like, what? Let's like have a party. So cheers to B vitamins. They're going to be a new staple part of my life.
Tell Carl.
I have a question.
Yeah. What you got?
Do you guys see, so I know a lot of people are doing taxes, so people do get tax return. Do you see more people purchasing challenge packs?
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm kind of hoping for.
I get a lot of people who
Because I get
awaiting for their tax return.
a lot of people saying, I don't have the money right now, so I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe, they'll come around when they have that extra money. And hopefully I could, just share more where it drives them in investing in their health and fitness and joining.
I even think making a post about like, hey, looking for a thing to use your, sorry, Andrea's blowing out my phone right now. Dear Andrea, just kidding. I think even like doing a post about like want a great thing to use for your, want a great thing for your tax return, like this is a great place to use it kind of wording. Here she is.
Patsy, what do you mean? Post the gym?
Oh.
I wouldn't post it like on your actual
feed.
I think in an individual conversation, it can have a place.
Or even in your stories, you could like, you could kind of play it up, but I don't think on your feed, no.
And when you, if you look at that PDF that Kim shared on Monday, it has a cool breakdown of gym versus BOD versus challenge pack. I'm right. Sorry. So I think that will be helpful when you're talking to somebody and they, you come up against the money excuse, or even the person who goes to the gym. The other day I was talking to somebody who goes to the gym and she was just saying how she's, the typical, like, I'm not getting any, I love going, but I'm not getting results. I'm like, girlfriend, come on now. Go to the gym because you like it there, but press play on these workouts. And I sent her that PDF and she was like, oh my gosh, this makes total sense. So.
these pictures, the first one, just so you know, it says let's chat about transformation. In that block, when you do it on Instagram, write what it's done for you. I went ahead and blocked it out so you like don't have to do it. So you get a blank one, and then just write like mine's mental, so I will talk about mental, where you talk whatever it is, weight loss, you write in there. Okay? And I just am blowing all your Facebooks up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Okay, which
I need
one?
to do this as a business.
Which one are you saying to put your own blurb on?
Let's chat transformation. The picture of me.
Oh, I see.
Because I sent a
Oh, I
oopsie
see.
one. See the one
Gotcha.
before where she said, so in the last 4 years, I've lost. So I blipped it out for everybody so that they could write it. Okay.
Okay, I have a question. It's off topic, but last week you guys were talking about how to get the videos off the unit, so you didn't have to screenshot it. I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. I've tried to get it to work and I can't get it to work on my phone.
You have to open it in a new window. So first click whatever dots you got to click to get that option to open a new window.
In new window?
Yeah, open a new window.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Where the heck is it? Oh, there.
These specific ones, Joey, are in that text thread, just so you know. But it's good to know how to download these in
okay.
general.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't find.
It's all good. It's either the 3 dots or the little download symbol with the box and the arrow. I can never remember which one. But you click that and you just say open a new window. And from there, you should be able to hold your finger down on it and save. Or on some people's phones, 3 dots pop up that go the other way. And you click that and you can save. Or I think it says send link to, and you click that. And then there's the option to save.
So I have one that says open in Safari. I don't have one that says open in new window.
Open in Safari.
Oh, okay. Don't know. Okay. I played with it a long time the other day and then I got annoyed and gave up.
I hear you.
And so then I just did the screenshot, the screen record thing.
And then you got to edit it, and I know.
Yeah, it's
I've
a
been
pain.
Yeah. Well, it's way easier to save it from Messenger. So
okay, I'll just do it
we
from
get
there.
new ones from there. We'll definitely be doing that with those.
Okay. Thanks.
I hit my head so hard this morning on the cupboard. I was bending down getting something for Delaney, and I stood up, and it seriously, I just touched it on accident. And then I texted Eric, sorry, it's off topic. Can you close the cupboards, please? I hit my head so hard I almost passed out. Because when I hurt myself, I literally passed out. I'm going down.
I'm the cupboard keeper opener here.
Oh, kills me.
We should do a boomerang with all of this on. Yeah, we can go.
Who's going to boo me?
I don't have a phone.
I lost mine.
Cece does. Cece does.
Yeah.
Being used for Moshi.
Tag.
Tell us when, Cece. Okay, I'll count us down, Cece. Okay. On 3, we'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Do we look weird?
Mine were air quotes.
Oh.
Mine were kind of air quotes too, but I like it.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
I don't know if you knew, but we're actually professional boomerangers.
We're really good at it. When are we going to tap into TikTok? I feel like everybody's TikToking.
I tried. And
is it hard?
Me too.
There's so many filters that I got so overwhelmed that I was so annoyed. And they don't have very many songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know who loves it? It's Sarah. Esslinger loves TikTok.
Now I know she won't use anything else.
She's obsessed. And she's like, you got to try it. I'm like,
But
it's
I
not
asked her,
overwhelming.
I was like,
Girl,
how do you find the music you like? And she's like, oh yeah, you just kind of have to adhere to what they have. And I'm like, see, that already annoys me.
That's what I do. The only thing I don't like about what's the one we use? Triller is like the ones that pop up right away are like so many bad words. Like I can't use any of those. You know what I mean?
So ghetto.
Like, dirty rap. I'm like, I can't.
Legit ghetto.
Like it will sound like, oh, that sounds good, and then it's like, ah, 5 in the morning, talking about booties and hoes and like, gee.
It gets pretty it's pretty intense right out of the gate in the Triller land. I like sometimes scroll through and I'm like, who are these people? Don't I attract all my friends on Triller? Like, why are these my people?
You know how after you save it and you hit done, then it goes to like one just starts going? My kids are always like, oh, are those your friends?
No.
And it's always like, what kind of friends do you think I have?
We heard Carter today. This is the best. Well, Mom, you always call them your friends. I'm like, those aren't my friends. Those are strangers on the internet. I know that I call them my friends, but please don't tell them where we live.
Oh my God.
Please don't tell them where we live.
Too funny.
I don't know them, darling. Well, let's go out and change some lives and win some team cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do some power hours and kill it. I'm coming live this week to do my power hour. I don't know what day. Maybe Thursday. I think I have help on Thursday. Probably Thursday. So
What time?
I'm going to share the fastest power hour you've ever seen. 1 hour, there and gone. All the invites, all the engagement, all the things. I don't know. Time's hard for me. Maybe like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join me.
Got it. I'm in.
Lose me to love me.
What time?
10 a.m.
What day? I'm sorry.
Thursday. You're gonna be
Don't hold her to it.
Teaching.
What?
I'm
I know you're
teaching.
teaching. Sorry.
You know, I'll come to my cooking class.
It'll be live, so it'll be saved in the team page. Don't feel like you have to be on it,
No.
but you should.
But if you struggle with power hour, I will hopefully blow your mind in how quick you can do all the things. If you just take a little time to do all the things. You can do it
So
all.
what day was that? Sorry, I was
Thursday.
on tagging. Okay, Thursday at 10 a.m. your time.
Yes. So 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock your time?
Yes.
Yes.
That's probably doable. Nap time.
1 p.m.
And in case you girls haven't seen the posts in the team page from the Diamond of the Week, let's all start chatting on those posts. They're really good. They're really good posts.
Yeah, I've been sucking at that. I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm talking to myself.
I know it's one extra thing in your day, but that one extra thing in your day could be the one thing you need that actually helps you succeed. So when you think about it that way, it's kind of like that box that you ignore sometimes. That box might hold all the answers to all your problems. You just have to hit listen.
Is there something in particular, ladies, that you would like to hear from us diamonds when we take our week? I would love to know. I know Cece would, Emily would love to know, so that we'll make sure we talk about it. No.
If you ever have suggestions, then post them in the team page.
Please.
If you need to hear about certain things or whatever. And we're excited to have Cece hosting our team call next week, so don't miss it.
So excited.
So exciting. Better bring it, girl.
I'm going to
I
bring
have a
it.
quick question.
Bring in the heat.
Okay.
Sorry.
I maybe would want to hear, because like in the beginning of my business, I'm kind of, I don't want to use the word desperate, but that's how I feel at this point, to like just get enough clients to kind of take me to the next level, get me more confident. I'll get a couple of yeses and then, you know, things die down and then I get really discouraged and like, oh, I'm going to fail. So then I need like, you know, like how did you guys, I'm sure there's like a million YouTube videos and a million things that, like get you over the hump of no's. But I guess just like how to overcome discouragement or how to overcome that desperation. Like, I don't want to be desperate for people. I want to, I don't know. Does that make sense? I just kind of want to know how you get to the next level and next level and next level through all the discouraging times. Because I feel like there's like 2 yeses and there's like 100 no's. And then just, tapping into that. I don't know.
I think the fact that someone actually says no to you is really exciting. That I prefer a no over like straight up listen and ignore. I just like, you listened to my voice and you ignored me. Like, that's so rude. I took time to message you, like I would much rather send me all the no's, because those, as long as they keep watching, that's just their insecurity, and they just want to like not believe in what you have to offer because they're just not ready. They're going to keep watching, and eventually those no's will be yeses. 100%. They all turn to yeses, guys. You all were no's and you all turned to yeses. So just always think of it that way. How many times did you tell me no? Did you tell Andy no? Did you tell, lots and lots. And so a no brings the yes. It's just not going to be in the timing that you want. And so those invites, I always think of it, and call me a little bit preachy here, but I honestly believe it's like spreading the seed, right? Like, I'm just spreading seeds, and then I'm going to water it with my posts, and then my seeds aren't going to grow in them. It's going to grow over time to the point where I finally post that one thing, or I finally ask on that right day, and they say yes. And so when I'm inviting, I literally have zero expectation that any of them are going to say yes. Okay. Like them. Like I like invite, and I'm like, those are all going to be no, like they're either not even going to reply, or they're all no's. And so then when there is the rare, like, say what you want in, I'm like, it's like, I know it was the right time, because I'll scroll back through and be like, okay, I invited you like 47 times ago, and here you are. So when you go into that invite mode with the mindset of complete zero expectation, but with confidence of knowing that you have the thing to offer. So it's like, it's not like you're going in with desperation. You're going in with confidence that you have, what you're offering is like the game changer, but you have zero expectation that they're going to join you, and you are 100% okay with that. Okay. And I feel like that mindset, even though it doesn't feel right and it feels false, I'm telling you, it's a player's mindset. And the next thing you know, people will start saying yes, and you won't even realize. You won't begin to fret about Success Club or Emerald or Diamond or whatever. People are just going to be flowing from the things, but you have to commit to doing those invites every day. You have to, like, that has to be the non-negotiable. That has to be where you don't give up. You always do those things, and you will see the fruition come from it in the timing that it will take.
And I will say, especially on those days where you're feeling that valley, that like defeated feeling, that's when maybe you need to double the invites just to get you to that place of feeling confident in the work that you put in, because the work that you put in on that day is going to come to fruition down the road.
Yep. And that's when you put on that YouTube of whatever I just put in like entrepreneur motivation, and pick one, and just pick somebody who's just going to, blow your mind and give you all the feels. And at the end of the day, you have to always be reminded, this changed my life. This gave me my mindset, my health, my family, got me out of my funk. So no matter what, I am healthy. And if I can help one person feel this way, I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean?
Okay. And then also, now that I'm like public and I like post things on my story with like responses, I'm getting a ton of like porn. Yeah. Like a porn people that are like responding, and I'm like having to like report them and block them and report them and block them. Like, is that normal? Do you guys get that?
I don't think it are. I
No,
don't.
It's those ladies. There's like women that are like just straight up looking for hookups.
Yes.
And you just block them and move on. I'm pretty sure they have
like normal, or if I like was doing something like using a hashtag that maybe I shouldn't be, or you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, I'm gonna go ahead and stop using that. Yeah.
Yeah, that hashtag means something else. Maybe I should stop using it.
Hey, Cassie, also, like, when you're feeling like you're getting so many no's, reach out to one of us to, like, encourage you. I mean, that has been really helpful for me. Like, I probably bother Cece and Kim more than they want to hear from me.
Gotcha.
With me, crying or, whatever. But it helps. It helps,
Yeah.
it helps me get out of that mindset. I talked earlier about mindset and how, like, to say positive things to yourself, say that you are a great coach, because that's a game changer. One of the things for me, I'm changing the way I send an invite, because it's not working for me, and so just me typing it is not it's not working. So I record myself every day. So, like, I'm doing it right now because I forgot, and I talk for a minute, and that's my invite. So I'm trying that for 90 days, because I'm not even getting a response. I'm just getting ghosted.
Wait, so
Okay.
you can send a voice recording?
Do you want me to
It's a
send you mine?
minute. It just has to be a minute.
Yeah, it just has to be a minute. I'll send you mine right now, Andy.
I don't think I need to buy a new phone because I can't even send a voice memo.
No, not, but
No, it's a video.
in
Video.
Instagram, you do a video.
You can do a voice or a video.
And you don't have to, if you don't even want to get that personal, you can reuse that same video. Like, so in the morning, sometimes I'll post it, I'll like record myself and be like, hey girl, I'm so excited. I'm closing up my enrollment for my February group. I know you've been interested in the past and I'd love to tell you more about it. I don't know about you, but I love February. It's all about love, what blah, 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 blah. Let me know and I'll send you some deets. You can record yourself. They can see all your facial expressions. They feel all of you. And then you can send that to 30 people.
And you're just recording
amazing.
straight from the camera app on your phone?
You can do it from Instagram. You can just record an Instagram one too.
I've been doing it from
filter?
I've been doing it through my phone, like my video, and tell myself when I see it at 58, I gotta wrap it up. But I've been doing it.
Send me your invite and I'll let you know if it's a yes or a no.
I will send it to you. So, but I've been like, I did mine yesterday, and I was in the garage, and then today I'm inside my house, so they're seeing, and then it's my look for the day.
Why do you feel like you have to be why do you feel like you have to re-record it every day then?
I just wanted to make it more personal so that they see that it's me and it's not me the same every day, like the same look that every day. Like, because I was like, if they go on my stories and they see me in a different outfit than what I sent them.
Gotcha.
And Julie shared that in her video about that. So that's why, yeah.
Oh, Weldy. Mm.
And then on the hike. And so I kept that note in my brain. And so I was like, so I just do it whenever I'm like, oh, I better do it now. And so I just do it for the day. So like this morning I had a minute, and so I did it this morning. And now I'm barely sending it right now. So
I've been doing those for a while. I think it was on a national wake up call too. I think because I heard it a while back, but I feel like it's different. You know who does it? I can't remember. It'll come back to me. But anyway, somebody on a national wake up call was talking about it.
I missed that. Oh my gosh.
Cassie, that's just something else I'm trying. I'm always trying something, and I pick Kim's brain.
Is that how you girls are sending all of your
personable
messages?
Right now I am. On Instagram and Facebook.
Kim, is that how you're doing all of yours?
Only on Instagram. I don't do it on Facebook. For no real reason. Maybe it's time. I don't.
Are you recording a new one every day also?
Yeah, and I usually do it when I'm sitting in my spot. Like if you watch my stories, then you know I'm always in the same spot in the morning. So I feel like I record it right there. The lighting's good, and I just like a quick record, like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Just, helping some women get set up with enrollment, and I know that you've been interested in the past, and we have a great promo this month, and I also have a really fun headband I'm giving all my new clients. So just thought of you. And I don't even do a minute. I do like 15 seconds. Real short.
Wait, a video or a voice recording?
Video.
Okay.
I'm doing that. You'll see me show up on the No Snooze crew saying I did my video. Just kidding.
No, don't do
Well,
that.
I'm trying it too. I'm excited.
Don't do that, Andy. I
So I look like this in the morning.
you do not look like that in the morning. It's doubtful. Anyway, anything to make anything more personable, I think, is the win. You know, my invite right now is in the one I also shared in the Living Your Best Life Sunday post, but the one about like I kind of sucked in January. I feel like it's actually going over really well because I feel like it's hitting home for people like, oh, good, you sucked, me too, you know. So definitely try that invite if you haven't.
I feel like the more real I've been and the more transparent I've been is the one that wins over like everything. Like I think I've done one post where it was like super transparent, like this is me, and like that's where all of my current people have come from basically. That one post.
That
So
over and over and over and over.
yeah.
Over again. And all you have to do is pick apart your story. Like, oh, you know, from a fine, like you don't have to tell it all in one day. You can start with like a very minute part of it one day and then just pick it apart slowly.
Gotcha.
You keep people coming back for more. Yay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I think this just made me think of being vulnerable, Cassie, but some posts that have always done well for me is when I even take it back to like childhood, because for me, like my body image issues and weight loss issues are so deeply rooted. When I tell a specific story of a specific time when somebody said something or did something, even from as a kid, like so many people will message me or say stuff because that resonates with so many people. It's sad, and it's hard to share some of that, but anything you can think of, it doesn't even have to be like from the time you started Beachbody, but you know, your story could be any part of your life. And just like Kim said, like picking that apart and telling, you know, one little tiny blip could be the one thing that somebody else needed to hear to relate to you.
Gotcha.
I like that one time I was in a dressing room and I tried on these pair of shorts and I saw cellulite on my legs, and I was 15 years old, and then I never wore a pair of shorts till I was 29 years old again.
What?
Because I just was convinced that I just had all the cellulite. And to be honest, I don't even think I had that much cellulite. I think I just was like a wrong picture. It was just a really bad mirror or something, and it just like totally wrecked me, and to the point where I like refused to wear shorts. And so now when I feel like I'm wearing the bootiest shorts ever and I probably should put some clothes on, I remember that girl when I was 15 years old. I'm like, heck no, I'm going to rock these booty shorts with my shaking legs, and I'm not going to get rips, you know. But telling that story, I feel like anybody can, maybe it's not your, you know, maybe it's not your legs, but maybe it was your arms or your stomach or whatever. I mean, I also didn't let anybody see me from the profile for like 10 years. I used to walk around so that only people could see me from the front or from behind, because I thought that I had the biggest nose ever. So if someone started talking to me over here, I would quickly turn and talk to them because I was so serious stuff over here. Image issues. Anyway, telling people that just gives them like, oh wow, but you don't care anymore, you know? So
Yeah.
break it down, break it all down.
Love it.
All right. Well,
good night, y'all. Thanks for being on. I love seeing all your faces.
yeah. Cece, don't forget
Sorry, I
to
missed the boomerang. That was sad.
or throw it in the IG feed if you want. Also, if you guys want your people's, if you sign a challenge pack and you want that person's name on the list for the boot camp, just take the like we'll just keep adding in the message thread on Facebook. Is that right? Did you talk about that?
Yeah, I think that would be the easiest. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys, I think I lost the boomerang.
No.
We've got to do it again. I'm sorry. I suck.
What
All
happened?
right.
We
I
lost.
lost the boomerang.
What?
It happened somehow. Okay. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Okay, tell me what we're doing again because I missed it.
I think we're doing
you're
something
doing
like
boomerang.
this. We're doing this.
People too.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot! Hold on. I did a picture, not a boomerang.
Are you?
I'm really struggling. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
This is why I don't volunteer to do those things because I mess it up every time.
I'm not volunteering next time. It'll be up.
Why isn't the team call recorded? I don't know. I screwed it up again. That's like me every time.
I recorded it. Good. Good. Okay. Good night, girls.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Have the best Wednesday.
I'm not going to say
Bye.